That's insane.
Two favorite parts of that documentary. I don't know if I should say them, give them away, spoiler. I don't know.
Well, then, yeah, heck yeah, for now. Yeah.
Okay, I'll say it. We can cut it out if we need to, or Cody can just earmuffs. Yeah.
Oh, earmuffs. I can still hear somehow. What's going on?
So, McMillions.
Yeah.
Nick, you watched it.
Yeah.
I watched it. We talked about it a little bit via text and everything. Cody, you haven't seen it?
I don't even know anything about it. I'm assuming it's McDonald's.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
It's McDonald's. Nope.
No.
Wrong.
No, wrong. It's Burger King. It's Burger King.
It has nothing to do with what we talked about in the episode where we talked about McMurch. But there was apparently, and I was blown away by this because I still didn't know this. Even when I saw the trailer for this, and then I finally understood what it was actually about. So apparently, you remember the Monopoly game, right?
Yeah.
At McDonald's, where you'd
The
pull
sticker
off the
thingy,
tab and you were trying to win the $1 million, yeah, or all these huge prizes. So it was a total scam. There was almost zero legitimate winners.
Really? I kind of figured that, but
yeah,
Albeit it's not McDonald's fault though. It was McDonald's.
No, not
didn't
McDonald's
scam
fault. No, not at all.
The way
I
Michael
was
worded
definitely
that, it
gonna
was
come
like,
back
yeah,
to that.
McDonald's scammed everybody.
it was Burger King.
McDonald's didn't give out any legitimate winning
They
tickets.
just wanted to sell Big Macs.
and socks with burgers on them
And
Fries.
merch.
And merch.
Ketchup
No,
candles.
actually, McDonald's had no idea. It was the
Oh, wow.
I can say this without giving too much away for you, but it was a marketing company, and the security on the marketing company, and the mob was connected in a way. And yeah, so basically the FBI got a tip and they did this whole investigation, and all of the winners were connected somehow. They knew each other or were friends of family or distant family of whatever. But yeah, as a consumer, you had no chance of actually getting one of the winning tickets.
That's crazy.
I remember
That's
one year
nuts.
I tried so hard too. I had the board at home and I had like all the pieces stuck on the little board, the little paper. I was like, I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna get that grand prize. I just gotta find that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was heartbroken because I, like you, Nick, I tried that too. Brandy was so
I think
mad.
everyone
Brandy
has.
actually watched this entire documentary series. Yeah.
Wow.
It was a catchy little game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And-
So, wait. What's the documentary on Netflix? HBO? What?
So this one was on HBO. This was a
HBO.
HBO
Okay.
documentary series. I think there was 6 episodes.
Okay.
There were 6 to 8 episodes, yeah. And it was a small documentary series, and it was done really well. It was produced pretty well. I enjoyed it through the whole series. But yeah, so the heartbreak was not only collecting all those pieces and feeling like you were gonna win, but did you also know this, Nick, when they said it, that
What?
you could literally go into McDonald's and ask for a game piece?
Yeah, so it was funny that they said that in the documentary.
What?
Because I read the little fine print rules before. I told you I was all in on this game. I was trying to win. And I read on the rules that you could send a self-addressed envelope to this address and they would mail you a piece. And I came this close. This is how I was dedicated to winning. I came this close to sending that self-addressed envelope to get my piece. Even though it probably wouldn't have been anything good, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Still.
there was other ways you could get
But
the pieces.
that's what's crazy, because
Yeah.
it couldn't be you had to buy something in order to get a piece.
Because then it would have been gambling. Yeah.
It would have been gambling. So
Yeah.
you could have literally walked into any McDonald's and said, I would like a game piece, and they'll give you one. Obviously, that wasn't mass marketed or advertised.
Yeah.
Right.
But you could have done that. And
That wasn't in the fine print that I've read.
I was so mad. I was like, I would have walked in every day.
My
I
fries
would have rode
didn't
my
have
bike
that.
to every McDonald's.
That would have been Michael's job, is just driving around town, going to every McDonald's, getting pizzas every day.
I think I was riding my bike at that time. I would have been riding my bike to every McDonald's within a 3-town radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
24/7. Dang,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I had no
Yeah.
idea about that.
And so the reason it went so unnoticed was because the case went to public and actually broke right before the attack, 2011.
Oh wow. Oh.
Yeah.
2001.
2001.
Sorry, 2011.
Yeah, 9/11.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 9/11. Sorry, I mixed up my digits. Right before the attack on 9/11 in 2001, that's when the case broke. So it got covered up, and no one really heard of it or paid attention to it. And then I don't know how it took 20 years for this documentary series to come out and let all these people know that that was a big, scam.
I had heard about it when it happened before. Back in,
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I heard about it. I was like, oh, this thing was rigged, but I didn't know how, or there was no details on it. It was a quick headline here, headline there, but then obviously 9/11 took the headlines, as it should.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, you really didn't hear anything else, because they're not going to circle back and... Remember that thing
In
we
other
talked
news.
about a year ago? Yeah. Just
It's bad.
recycling old
course not.
newspapers.
And the other thing that blows my mind is
Hey.
Brandy and I, when we finished it, I was like, I would never play that game again, because Albertsons, the grocery store, plays that game. And then I
That's
just
right.
realized McDonald's is actually doing the game again. That they're actually in effect with it right now.
Yeah, they brought it back, I think, last year, didn't they? I feel like they brought it back last year.
Yeah, I mean,
Seriously?
kudos, because obviously McDonald's was not involved. They helped the FBI along with the whole case.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
no, it was really interesting. I think you'd dig it if you watched it, Cody. It was a pretty good documentary series.
That's
My
insane.
two favorite parts of that documentary. I don't know if I should say them, give them away, spoiler. I don't know.
Well, then, yeah, heck yeah, for now, yeah.
Okay, I'll say it. And, we can cut it out if we need to, or Cody can just earmuffs. Yeah.
Oh, earmuffs. I can still hear somehow. What's going on?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
So my two favorite parts in that documentary. First part was how dramatic they tried to make that sting deal. Like when they learned about how it was rigged, and the first guy, I remember the first guy that went to interview the FBI agent was like super, oh yeah, I'm gonna make this like look like we're a production team. We're gonna go interview these winners, not knowing that we're FBI. Ha 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 ha. And I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. But he was super, excited and proud about that. And then they get to the guy's house to interview him about winning $1 million and give him a big check. And they're like, we had our guns loaded, and we had a van around the corner just in case. And it's like they acted like shit was gonna go down during an interview where somebody won $1 million. Like they were like, oh, I was shaking. I was so nervous going up and knocking on the door. I'm like, they're not gonna open the door with assault rifles. And they were just going way extreme. Like this was the deadliest thing they've ever done. I'm like, you guys are interviewing a lottery winner. Like Bob Barker could do this,
Yep.
Wow.
But that was the
that's
funniest
crazy.
part, was how the FBI guy took it so, made it seem like it was so extreme.
Life
and
or
it really
death.
wasn't. It wasn't at all.
No. Even
That's
when he was
funny.
explaining it, I'm like, I don't know how you're trying to make this dramatic.
Yeah. Yeah, we had the girl there she worked for McDonald's, and we had to make it seem like it was real. So when she went in to interview her, we didn't know what was gonna happen. Like, hey, take it out. She's not in danger. She's going to interview like this 60-year-old guy.
I didn't know what was gonna happen. They might answer some questions
Yeah.
and say something offensive.
There might be terrorists there, and they might kidnap her and hold her hostage. No.
And we won't know
None of
who
that
it
was-
is.
We will never know.
Yeah.
We won't be able to
That was
get
a little
her back.
overly.
It was way
A little overly dramatic.
It was way overdone. So that
What was the other part?
That was one of my favorite parts. My other favorite part was the story of the mob guy that was involved in it. He was driving with his wife and the baby in the backseat, or the toddler, their little child. And this is a really good part, Cody, so I don't know if you want to hear this or not. I don't know if I might ruin this little clip for you.
I'll probably forget, but that's okay. Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. All right, so my second favorite part was when the main mobster guy, was riding in the car with his wife. She was driving, he was in the passenger seat, and their kid was in the back in his car seat. I think he was 4 or 5 years old, little toddler, and he was crying, maybe even younger, and they were arguing, and then the baby kept crying, and they were getting frustrated, and then the dad said, I'm just gonna take him out, unbuckle him, and lay him down on the back seat so he can get some rest. So he undoes his seatbelt, leans over to the back, takes the baby out and lays him down. And they said 45 seconds later, a minute later, bam, they get T-boned. Just right in the side of the car, passenger side. She says she remembers waking up and they're doing the jaws of life to get her out of the car because it was crushed. And she remembers looking over at her husband, the mob guy, and he opened the door himself and climbed out and got out of the car himself. And she remembers asking where her son was, and you're thinking in your head like, holy shit, or holy beep.
This is a rated R podcast. I know. Oh, you're bleeping your own shit.
that way the editor doesn't have to do it after the fact.
Now he's got 3 of them.
So she asks where my son is, and you're thinking in your head, holy beep. He just unbuckled the baby and laid him in the back seat. And she said she saw the baby out there with the paramedics. He is sucking on the lollipop. And she looked back at the car seat and it was completely crushed.
Oh wow.
So had he not taken the baby out, probably would have been gone.
Yeah.
And then they all went to the hospital. He got admitted into the hospital, and they scanned him and said that everything was fine. And then I think a week later, he died from internal bleeding. They didn't know that he had internal issues because he was a bigger guy. So literally his last act was saving his son. Crazy.
Sheesh.
Yep.
Wow, I totally missed that. I remember all that happening, but the last act part, I was like, wow, that was pretty poetic.
No, it's the McMillions documentary, Michael.
I believe it's on HBO. I think you'd like it.
I don't know if
like 5, 6, 7 episodes. You might have missed one.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that last. The last thing he did was
By the way, this is going to be our second McDonald's episode.
I know.
Let's go for 3.
I think we're going for a sponsor.
Maybe they'll send us some Mick merch.
Send us some Mick merch to sport.
Daddy needs some new socks.
Why not?
Some sesame seed hoodie.
Have you guys seen the Big Mac thingy that they're doing? They brought it back. It's not new. They did it before. They have the Mick Mini, or the Big Mac Mini.
Mac Mini. That's a computer, Nick.
Mick Mini.
Big Mac Mini.
Remix.
It's a Big Mac Mini, so it has 1 patty, and then they have the Big Mac, 2 patties, and they have some other Big Mac which has 4 patties. God knows why. But yeah, there's 3 Big Macs now.
Wow.
I had no idea. So, all right. Are they all the same price, or are they different?
Well, no, they're
Which one is the Big Mac?
2. There's like a mini, the regular Big Mac, and then a Big Mac. So there's
Big Mac.
Baby Bear, Mama Bear, Papa Bear.
And they're all Big Macs.
And they're all Big Macs.
Wouldn't the bigger one should be called the bigger or the biggest Mac?
Like...
There's the mini, big, the unbig mini.
That one should just be called a Mac.
There's the unbig Mac.
Seriously. I don't know why.
And then you got Big Mac.
Yeah, there you go, the Mac. So they have the Mac, And then they have
And
the
then-
Big
Who is
Mac.
that?
Big Mac.
And then the
Who was that stand-up comedian
biggest
that
Mac.
is so pissed off about the way they size their drinks? They're like, do you want a medium large or extra large? And he's like, and they're like, there's no small. It's just medium or large.
Oh,
Like,
that's
that's impossible. That's against physics. There has to be something in between the two objects to be a medium. There can't just be medium and large.
Do they not have small?
Yeah. So he was like arguing with the person, the clerk at the desk, and they're like, what sizes are there? There's medium and large. You mean small and large? No, we only have medium and large. No, you have small and large. I forget. The stand-up comedian cracked me up, and I can't remember who it was.
Can't have a
But
medium
that whole
without a
skit,
small.
his whole setup was that it really pissed me off because I'm like, he's right.
That's
Why
true.
do they do this?
That's true. Yeah. It's like regular or large or something like that.
And if you don't specify when you go through a drive-through, they always just do like the jumbo cup. They just
Oh, yeah,
assume
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
well, we automatically do that.
They're like, well,
It's
you're
like-
you're American. You need this one.
I know, bigger the better. Man.
That's true. Even when you say like regular size, like I just want regular size, they'll go up one. Like it's like a large.
They'll round up.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
My
it's
favorite
ridiculous.
thing is you order something like a meal anywhere in America, and it's like, what kind of soda do you want? And I'm like, I don't drink soda. I just want a bottle of water. Okay, well, I'll be an extra $1.50 or whatever the hell. I'm like, it's water.
know.
I'm paying more for water than I am for a free soda that comes with it that's bad for you, and which, by the way, is flavored water. How could I not just get water? It's $1.50 and whatever. Give me the damn
Not
water.
included.
It's not
You give in.
bad. Yeah, oh, you have to.
Serious.
You give in.
You have
Yeah,
to. Unless you want diabetes.
that's true.
You could. You don't have to pay for this
There's
water.
a-
You could just pay for it with your life.
Just pay for it.
There's a crazy paradox with fast food. It makes no sense. But yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta remember who that was and share that with you guys. That was a hilarious stand-up comedian. We only have medium and
funny.
large. No, you have small and large.